Hi, Peter Boyles again. Welcome back to our YouTube 710 KNUS editorials. I get to do these here now on YouTube as well as on the radio side as well. And again, back on Saturday mornings from 9 until noon on 710 KNUS. As a reader of polls and watching what's happening, the Republican Party is blowing it again. I watch this stuff, and I suspect many of you do. And once again, polls over the past couple of months are showing something that 17 months ago we would have not expected. Democrats are running stronger right now than once expected. All these critical midterm races. And it looks as though, according to a number of people, you kind of take the polls and average out the polls, Democrats have about a 79% chance to retain control of the Senate. The House is closer and closer all the time. More and more crazy people are destroying the Republican Party. Look, the middle of this is Donald Trump. Whether he runs or doesn't run, he is going to be the principal political figure in all of this. And there's no question that polling errors are always going to be there. But in the middle of all of this, the Mar-a-Lago so-called raid, which it wasn't, he's still the central political figure at Election Day. All the insanity we're watching, the QAnon people were here. It just gets further and further. Lawsuits mount. And out there are the Republican Party, a small percentage, 18 to 30%, somewhere you can measure it, who are like the crabs in the pot. And you've all heard the story as the one crab starts to climb to the edge to maybe get out of the pot. The other crabs grab the crab and pull him back to his or her death. I'm watching this happen. I'm watching it in Colorado, watching it across the country. Herschel Walker, Dr. Oz. I'm listening to somebody defend Dr. Oz on the radio. That's amazing. Or defend Herschel Walker on the radio. I realize they're running against very far left people, but you have to bring somebody in there that's a Ronald Reagan unifier. Now I know Ronald Reagan today would be a squish, it would be a rhino. And what is a rhino? I spent part of my weekend riding motorcycles with Steve Reams, the Weld County Sheriff, who's become just a great friend. There was nobody more conservative than Steve until he came out and said Donald Trump lost. Steve became a rhino. Steve Reams, Sheriff Reams is a rhino. I've been accused of being a country club Republican. Anything I ever did in a country club was carry somebody else's bags. The pollsters are watching this. I'm watching it. Colorado is not even in play anymore. If you think it is, then you could not be further from the truth. But it was destroyed from within. The deniers destroyed it. And it's sad, and it's happening across the country. I don't want the Democrats to control the House, the Senate, or the Oval Office. But what I want means nothing. Truth deals from the bottom of the deck. Get ready for a real bad November 9th. I'll see you Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. I'll see you on the radio side, man. Thanks a lot. And again, please be careful what you're now believing. Remember this, and I always say this, the truth requires no belief. Only religion and all kinds of other things that go with it require belief. This does not require belief.